Alexander Kelly, if you don't mind, we would like to get a word with you. We just saw you defend the RUW 24/7 championship against the captain Brent Oakley. First defense in your third reign. However, you came up short, and just like that, the reign is over. With WarGames coming up tonight, where do you go from here?
Well, gee, thanks for the reminder that I'm no longer 24/7 champion. As if I needed that. But, you know, I've been reflecting after my loss, and I think it's time for a change. You know, I would say I've been 24/7 champion enough times. My second reign and my third didn't last very long. Then again, there was really no one else who could hold the 24/7 champion like Alexander Kelly. But I think it's time for me to let the 24/7 championship go. For now. But WarGames is tonight. And speaking of war, last night on Decimation, Kylie Paxley finally made the move that she should have made months ago. My beautiful, lovely girlfriend, Kylie Paxley, joined Death Incorporated, planting Stephanie Vaquer. Stephanie, you didn't want to step up. You didn't want to join Death Inc. So you got dropped on your neck. With that being said, I am announcing a triple threat match for the RUW Women's World Championship. The newest member of Death Incorporated, Kylie Paxley, will put that championship on the line against Stephanie Vaquer and Rhea Ripley. I know she could pull it off. She beat Rhea before. She beat Stephanie before. She can beat them both. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, tonight is WarGames. It is official. But back to Decimation last night. As we all saw, Chris Danger effortlessly defeated King Vampire. He didn't even have to hit a finisher. He didn't have to hit one super kick. All this motherfucker had to do was a knee right to the sternum from the middle rope. So Chris Danger is now the number one contender for the RUW World Heavyweight Championship. He will get that match against CM Punk when the time is right. However, one thing that I forgot to mention, that match between Chris Danger and King Vampire was the WarGames Advantage match. Chris Danger beat King Vampire, and the score is up for Death Incorporated. We have the advantage inside WarGames. Ladies and gentlemen, the future is looking very bright. For those of you on the side of Death Incorporated, thank you for seeing the revolution. For those of you who are still against Death Incorporated, you'll see soon enough exactly why the fuck we run this shit. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have to prepare for war. Death Incorporated,